Okay, welcome back with the part number 2 of the 2D pocket tutorial video. In the previous video, I just talked about the standard and facing pocket, and in this video, I'm gonna talk about the island facing pocket and the open pocket toolpath. Okay, first, we start with the island facing pocket. You can see here, yeah, the island facing pocket will work with part like this. Yeah, that's a closed pocket. You can see with one or more than one islands inside of the pocket. So you can see here in this closed pocket we have 1, 2 and 3 island, and they are in different depth, yes, and different shape. So I will turn on the toolpath here. You can see beside machine the material inside the pocket. Mastercam also cut the material above the top of the island. You can see we have some toolpath here to remove the material on the top of the island. Yeah, because this is an island facing, and the island are different depth. Yeah, that's not the same in depth. So with this kind of pocket toolpath, there's one thing you need to remember. That's the area chain of the island. Area chain define the boundary of every island need to be put in the right depth. Yeah, so you can see uh, these chains, this chain, and this chain. They are they must be put in the correct depth. Yeah, and they must be put on the top of every island. Yeah, in order to get a correct toolpath. Is different with the other kind of toolpath, because for the facing you can um, use the chain in the same depth, but for the island facing, especially for the chain define the boundary of the island. The island, yeah, you must put that chain on the top of the island. Yeah, for example, we have the top of the pocket is the Z0 here, and for this island, you can see the Z is 0.125, and for this chain the depth of the chain will be minus 0.375. Also for this one, the Z is minus 0.25. So that's very important to put the chain in the correct depth. Yeah, okay. Okay, for the island facing pocket, yes, we just go to pocket here, and we select first where, yes, we can select the chain for the pocket. Then we can select the chain for the island in ping. Yes, so there are 4 chain total. Yeah, the second is not important. You can select the chain for the island first, then the chain for the pocket at in the last. Yeah, the second is not important. This is up to you. Okay, for the tool we select yeah, the quarter end mill, fat end mill, and in the pocket type here we select island facing. So we have the overlap value. That mean yeah, it's the same with the facing pocket, but this value apply for the island. Yeah, this is the overlap on the island surface. Yes, on this island, and this island. not apply on the contour, the outside contour of the pocket. It just apply the overlap. This overlap value is just apply for yeah, the island. And also the approach distance is also apply on the island as a distance is the same. So there is another parameter is stoppable islands. You can see here we have stock to live on wall. Yeah, that means the wall of the pocket and the wall of the island. And stock to live on floor. This is the material you want to live on. Yeah, on the bottom of the pocket. Yeah, on the floor of the pocket. And you also have another parameter that is stock above islands. This is the material you want to live on the top of each island. Yeah, for example, you want to leave 0.01 inch of material on the bottom of the pocket, but you want to leave 0.02, yeah, something like this, on the top of these islands. So you can input here 0.02. That means we leave 0.01 of material in on this surface, and on this surface and this surface we just leave 0.02. Yeah, that's the difference. You can see, take a look on the picture, you can see, yeah, this is the stock above island. Okay, that's some important parameter. And the other parameter is the same with other pocket toolpath, with the step over, the cutting method. You can also option spiral inside to outside, or outside to inside. Okay, they're nothing different. We also can apply the finish motion to the toolpath, and we have depth cut. Okay, so that's for the island facing, not so difficult. We just have some important parameter, that is the stock above island, the overlap, approach distance, and exit distance. Okay. Sorry, and for the linking parameter, we need to, for the top of stock, we will cut from here. That means the z0, and the depth, that means the depth of the entire pocket, the depth of the main pocket. We pick this point, and this is minus 0.05, yeah, minus 0.5 inch. Okay. And the depth of the island will be calculated based on the depth of the chain define the island. So that's why I told you to put the chain on the right depth. Yeah, you can see they are not like on the same depth, different depth for different island. Okay, so you can see here, and that's the island pocket. We can add the entry motion, for example helix. Yes. Okay, now we can take a look on the verify simulation. Okay, oh sorry, I need to define the stock for this operation. Okay, and this is the island facing toolpath. I will turn on the, okay, so you can easy to see. Okay, Alright, so that's the pocket. This is the island facing pocket. You can see, very simple. And take a look on this. We have an uncut material here. Yeah, that's not completely removed. Why? Yes, why we have this one? Yeah, just remember about the facing uh, pocket. You can see the same problem is caused by the overlap value. Okay, we just said the overlap is around 66% of the tool diameter, so the tool cannot go go out too far, just 66%, so it's unable to remove all of the material on this step here. So if you increase the overlap value, for example, 100%, that means 0.25, you can see the difference. So you can see with the large number of overlap, we can remove uncut material here on this position. Yeah, take a look on this one. This is the final position of the tool. If we use only 0.1015, so this is the final position of the tool. So the material here is not completely cut. That's because the overlap is not enough. Yes, so we need to move the tool far away from the material boundary so it can cut more material at the corner, like this one. Alright, so we just finished about the island facing. There's just one thing you need to remember, that for the island facing pocket toolpath, the chain define the boundary of the islands must be put in the correct depth. Yes, that means if this island have the depth of minus 0.375, this chain must be put at the same depth. That means minus 0.375. Yes, and similar to this island. Okay, that's the difference between the island facing with the other pocket toolpath. Okay, and next we gonna move to the open pocket. This also a very simple pocket. Okay, so what pocket web profile can be considered as an open pocket? Yes, that's something like this. You can see when you have only one open edge. Yeah, if you have only one open edge, that pocket can be used well with the open pocket method. But for example, this pocket, you can see we have one and two open edges, so this is not good for open pocket. The open pocket toolpath is only work well on the pocket have only one open edge, like this one. For this open pocket, we have one and two open edges, so it's not gonna work. I will test it later for you to see. Okay, and this is the open pocket. You can see the open pocket. Oh my thing. Yeah, this is the open pocket. The tool will engage from outside of the part, like the facing method. But the way we select the chain will be different. Okay, to create a open pocket toolpath, we also go to the pocket and select the chain to define the pocket. There's one thing you need to remember when you work with open pocket, that is the chain to define the pocket must be an open chain. It's not the same with the facing or standard. This pocket require closed chain, but especially for open pocket, you have to select an open chain like this, that means they're not closed. This is not right. You have to select an open chain to define the pocket. Okay, so it's different with this one, right? For the facing tool, pocket facing, we define the material, the area of material need to be cut, and then we define the area need to be kept. But it's different in the open pocket. We define the material have to be cut with an open chain. Yeah. Okay, just select the chain, and the tool we also use the quarter, flat, and mill. And yes, and in the pocket type we gonna select open. Yeah, we have two options here. That's the yes. We also have the overlap. That's the distance between the open edge of the pocket to the center of the tool. So you can input a value that's greater than the radius of the tool. For example, 0.25. Okay. We have two options here. If we use if you want to use the open pocket cutting method, you can check on this option, and if you select a closed chain, you can check on this option. So Mastercam will use the standard pocket machining method applied to the pocket. Okay, because this is an open pocket, we can check on this option to see how an open pocket method working. Okay, so when you choose this option, this type of cutting method will not affect. Yeah, you can choose. You are unable to select any one of them. So there's only one kind of toolpath for the open pocket cutting method. That's you can see this is the cut pattern. Okay, and if you don't want to use this pattern, you can check on this one. So you can select different cutting methods. Okay, we will try with this one first. Yeah, so with open pocket we don't need to use the entry motion like ramp or helix. So we just check on the off, so the tool will engage from the outside of the part. All right, if you want to be make a finish cut, you can check on this. Okay, area parameter is the same. You select the type of stock here, that's the Z0. Pick this point, and the depth of cut, the depth of the pocket, check on this point. Okay, that minus 0.25. Ping. Yes, so this is the pattern of the open pocket. You can see this is how that cut make the cut. Yeah, we have some air cutting move here from this point to the neck slide. Yeah, we have some air cutting move. Yeah, that's this one, from here to here, here to here, here to here. Yeah, the tool will not cut any material. That's not so good, but that's how the open pocket work. Okay, this is the pattern for open pocket, and if you don't like this pattern, you can uncheck this option and you check on this option. Then you can select yeah, any type of pattern you want. For example, I will select constant overlap spiral. So you can see we have different cut pattern. So this can save us. Yeah, we have only one air cutting, and the following cut is will cut into the material. Yes, like this one. And for example, another kind of pattern, one way, not good, zigzag. Okay. Okay, so it is the zigzag. Yeah, and if you make an a finished operation, you can see after roughing the pocket we have we have an we have a finished cut here. This one I will show you. This is the roughing, and after that we have yeah, this is the finished cut. Yeah, this is the finished cut. Ping. Okay, so this is how we use the open pocket. Very simple, right? Just one thing you need to remember that when you select chain for open pocket, that chain must be open. Yeah, that's it's not a closed chain. If I try to select a closed chain, so let's see what happened. Close. Okay. So it's will become a standard pocket. It's not a open pocket anymore. You can see that a tool plug into the material. So for the open pocket, you have to select an open chain like this one. Okay. And someone don't like the open pocket method, I can show you how we can use the facing pocket to machine this open pocket. Yeah, it's just another kind of facing pocket, not so difficult. But first I will try to use the open pocket with this step here. Okay, to see if that work or not. You can copy this toolpath and pass it. Then we say reselect the chain. Okay, I will select this chain so we can check if we have a good toolpath. Okay, so you can see when I select this chain, Mastercam will connect this point and this point, so it's considered the open pocket is this triangle, and it's not cut the material outside here. So that's why I told you for the open pocket, the pocket must only have one open edge. Yeah, not more than one, because this pocket have two open edge. So yeah, this is what we got. It's not cut the material outside here. It just connect this point and this point to make a triangle open pocket, and that's what we don't want, right? Okay, so we delete this one. I'm gonna show you how to use a facing toolpath to machine this open pocket. As I told you before, the facing toolpath is very powerful. We can use this for many kinds of pocket. Okay, alright, select pocket, and then we select chain. First, for the facing toolpath, we need to define the chain that define the material need to be cut. I will select this one. So this rectangle will be the material area, and next I'm gonna select a chain to define the island. That's is the area we want to cap and not to be cut. Okay, so I'm gonna select this chain. Okay, this is the chain I want to keep. So Mastercam will make a subtraction calculation, and that will remove the material here, and the material here will be kept. Very simple. That's the open pocket. Oh, sorry, that's the facing pocket. Okay, you can select facing, and that's we do the job. Very simple. depth here. Mm. So you can see we can use the facing pocket facing to machine the open pockets like we did with this one, but the pocket facing also work on this pocket, while the open pocket method cannot work well on this kind of step. So I recommend you to select to use the pocket facing. This is maybe one of the most powerful pocket cutting method we have here. Yeah, very powerful. Okay, but there is one difference for the uh, facing pocket. You can see when we do the finish like this, the Mastercam will try to finish all of the contour like this one. And for the open, this is the open pocket. I will open it. This is open pocket, so you can see when we use the open pocket, Mastercam only finish the pocket wall only. But when we use the pocket facing, when if we activate the finish option here, Mastercam will do the finish for the full contour. Yeah, you can see it's cut the finish from here, go a close look and back to here. So there's some air cutting we don't want, like this, from this to this, and from this to this. You can see that's the finished cutting, not so good. Okay. So we can try not using the finish option, just rough, and then we will use another we will use a contour toolpath to do the finish. Okay, very simple. Yeah, we use the contour toolpath to do the finish. Okay, and let's see what we got for the open pocket. Alright, boundary box. I need to define the stock first before we can make the simulation. Okay, ping. And this is the open pocket cutting method. So you can see when the tool move from this position to this position, it will not make any cut. That can be a waste of time if you select the open cutting method. Yeah. Okay, so this is what we call the open pocket cutting. Alright, very simple, right? Okay, so this kind of pocket, especially open pocket like this, we usually work to machine the soft jaw to clamp a part on the vise. So we have two jaw here, soft jaw here, one on the fixed jaw and one on the moving jaw, and then we can use an open or facing pocket to cut the profile of the part, and then we put the part here and clamp the part with the profile we just cut. And the pocket facing we usually use this for sharp jaw machining. Also we make the fixture, we can use that for making the fixture with the pin or the locating profile. Yeah, with the facing pocket. So that's all. I think that's all I want to talk about the pocket toolpath, the 2D pocket toolpath in Mastercam. I hope this video can help you in your studying. And if you have any question, just put a comment below the video. I will try to give you the answer. Okay. And if you like my video, you can buy me a beer, I'm very appreciated. Thank you and see you again. Goodbye for now. I love you all. Okay.